Oh Lord, pull up in that '04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the floor more.
You know what? It is a few days later, and I still can't believe the Atlanta Falcons, with the 8th pick overall, did not draft a pass rusher like Dallas Turner, and instead, they drafted Michael Penix Jr., a project of a quarterback, when, during the offseason, they paid $180 million to Kirk Cousins at quarterback for 4 years. I mean, then again, the Falcons always think they're smarter than everybody else. I mean, what if they are? Anyway, we'll talk about that. First, subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited for great coverage of Atlanta sports teams right here on this YouTube channel. We're also sponsored by Prize Picks. Fantastic fantasy game. You can choose players 2 to 5 players, various sports, go over or under. Put in that promotion code right there. ASU is Atlanta Sports Unlimited. I've got 2 books. The Real Hank Aaron right here. TheRealHankAaron.com. I'll autograph that for you. And the other one, Red Brick Magic, Miami University's Cradle of Coaches with Sean McVay, John Harbaugh from the Baltimore Ravens. We all went to Miami of Ohio. Now, I mean, what if the Falcons really do have a wonderful plan here? They're talking about the future. Their plan is, we got this quarterback Kirk Cousins is 36 years old, but now we're getting his backup ready to be groomed in Michael Penix Jr. I mean, what if they're right about that? What if it really doesn't matter that Michael Penix Jr. is 158 years old? Actually, only 140. Not really. He's only 24. That's still pretty old for a rookie quarterback. I mean, what if the Falcons are right that doesn't matter? What if it doesn't matter that the fact that when they drafted Michael Penix Jr., that Kirk Cousins and his people were totally ticked off, and they're still upset by that, which means that, logically, it looks like there's going to be turmoil in the locker room. Ask Aaron Rodgers. I mean, but what if there's not? What if, as time goes on, they'll be singing "We Shall Overcome" and locking hands and everything, the Kirk Cousins part of the locker room, along with the Michael Penix part of the locker room, or maybe there's going to be no division whatsoever. I mean, what if Kirk Cousins, despite the fact he's 36 years old, we're coming off a serious Achilles surgery, what if he's totally healthy, even though we haven't gotten any indication that he's even partially healthy? But what if he is? What if he spends the entire year healthy and the Falcons are right? What if they're right that he's going to lead them to 11, 12 victories this season and win the weak NFC South, quote unquote? I mean, what if the Falcons are right that they're better than Tampa Bay, which won it last year and looked like they've gotten better, and even superior, the Falcons, than the hated New Orleans Saints, even though they look like their roster is about as good, if not better, than the Falcons. I mean, what if the Falcons are right that they are better than all those teams? What if the Falcons are right that even though their defense has produced fewer sacks than any team in the National Football League the last 3 years, and they have not had a pass rusher, a disruptive force in the front seven since 2016, Vic Beasley, when they could have gotten the guy right there, Dallas Turner from Alabama, who had 10 sacks last year with Alabama? What if they were right about that and thinking that they can, we can substitute all that by the people that we get in the draft and some free agents we can sign? What if the Falcons threaten to do what they're threatening to do? Their best guy in the front seven last year was Calais Campbell, who was the oldest defensive lineman in the National Football League. But you know what? Calais Campbell retired. But the Falcons are threatening to tuck him out of retirement and bring him back. I mean, what if the Falcons are right in their instincts and bring Calais Campbell back, even though he's like 257 years old? And what if the Falcons are correct that Kirk Cousins lasts 2, 3, his entire 4 year of his contract? And then they can bring in after that the guy that's been sitting there waiting to take his place, and Michael Penix Jr., who would be like 67 by that time. And then Michael Penix Jr. will take him more to the promised land. What is that? But then again, what if this guy's right? I mean, I got a phone call a few minutes ago from a friend of mine who's an NFL executive with multiple Super Bowl rings, and his first question to me wasn't hello or anything. His first question to me was, what are the Falcons doing at quarterback? What if that guy's right? I think I'm going to go with the guy with the multiple Super Bowl rings.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me wanna go for more.